What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through my morning routine that has not only helped me lose 27 pounds in the last 16 weeks, but also keeps me very productive on a day-to-day basis, and also kind of keeps me very mentally grounded as well. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. I usually wake up around 6:15. I find that this is a good time for me to wake up in the morning because it still allows me to get everything done that I need to get done for the day, but also still allows me to get a good quality 8 hours of sleep, which is something that is very, very important to me. After I wake up, I will go ahead and I will get dressed, and then I will head downstairs and start making my coffee. While I am making my coffee, I will actually go stand outside and drink a glass of water. I do this for two reasons. The first reason is a lot of people generally just tend to start their day with coffee, but what a lot of people don't know is that caffeine is actually dehydrating. So we've just gone 8 to 10 hours without any fluids because we were sleeping, and now we're going to go, another couple of hours without fluids because we're going to have a coffee first. So I actually like to make sure that I drink a tall glass of water before I drink my coffee to make sure that I am hydrating myself. As well, I like to take this outside on the deck to go ahead and drink this because now that it is summertime, it's a little bit warmer in the morning, I can go ahead and stand out on the deck. I like getting some sunlight in, I like getting some fresh air in, and I find that this really helps me to wake up in the morning as opposed to just kind of staying inside where it's dark using artificial light. I find that I wake up a lot better with the natural light and just getting some fresh air. Once I have drank my water and made my coffee, I will go ahead and head upstairs here to my desk to go ahead and kind of start things off for the day. First thing that I will do is I will actually go ahead and journal. This is something that I have been doing for a couple of years now, and I found that it really makes a big difference when it comes to my mental health, as well when it comes to how I just start the day. I think that if we start the day off on a negative note, obviously, the rest of the day is going to follow suit, and it's not going to be a very positive mindset. So what I like to do is I like to ground myself first. I will do some journaling to get my head into a good place to start the day. Personally, what I journal is I write down 9 positive affirmations. These are things such as, I am worthy of happiness, different things like this. It may sound a little bit fruity, and I definitely thought it was a couple of years ago, but ever since that I have started doing it, it's really had a big impact on my mental health, on my performance, just in my overall life and my overall well-being. So I will go ahead and write down those 9 positive affirmations, followed by 3 things that I am grateful for. I think it's always very important that we live in a state of gratuity as opposed to always thinking about the things that we don't have and instead being grateful for the things that we do have. Once I have gone ahead and written all of those things down, I will almost go ahead and kind of do like a little meditation for 5 minutes. What I will do is I will just fold my hands, I will sit here, I will close my eyes, and what I do is I read all of those things back to myself while my eyes are closed. I'll go ahead and read those things back to me in my head, going ahead and just kind of, going into a little bit of a meditative state, to be honest with you. It's kind of something that I have found very peaceful in the morning, especially because it's early enough in the morning that it's very quiet and I don't have to worry about any distractions. Once I have finished my journaling, the next thing that I will move on to is going to be reading. I read for about 15 minutes every single morning. It's pretty much the only reading that I do throughout the day. I'm not a super big reader, and I never have been, but I do like incorporating reading into my morning routine. I like to read nonfiction, so I will read things such as, nutrition books, bodybuilding books, mindset books, different things like this I find very interesting, and I also find that it is a good way to stimulate my brain in the morning and learn a little bit about something. Once I have finished my journaling and my reading, I will go ahead and start diving into my work for the day. For those of you who didn't know, I am an online fitness coach, so I do have clients that I manage on a daily basis. So I'll go ahead, message them, check in with them, see how they're doing, do any program updates I need to do any check-ins that I may need to do, and all of that kind of stuff. I find that I'm very, very productive in the morning, so this is when I do like to knock out a lot of my work, especially things that might be a little bit more mentally demanding, such as like check-ins, program updates, that kind of stuff. I like to get that done early in the morning because I feel that's when I'm at my best mentally. So I will go ahead and do that for generally about an hour and a half to 2 hours. While I am doing this as well, I am making sure that I am continuing to stay hydrated. So I'm making making sure that I get at least a full 600 milliliter water bottle down before I go ahead and do my cardio. One thing that you will notice as well is as I'm going throughout this morning routine, there isn't very many times that I am looking at my phone. I don't look at social media, I don't check the news, I don't check emails, anything like that, because I don't want to get into a negative headspace before I start the day. So I will not check my phone for probably about the first hour of my morning after I've gone downstairs, made my coffee, drank my water, did my journaling, did my reading. Once all of that stuff is done, I will finally check my messages, look at my emails, and attend to anything that I need to do there after I have gotten myself into a good headspace for the day, I've grounded myself for the day, and make sure that nothing is going to kind of, set me off in a way, as weird as that sounds. But, when we do wake up in the morning, we are in our freshest, we're in our most vulnerable state in a sense. So if we wake up to, like a shitty email or a shitty text, whatever it may be, it might set you in a bad mood for the day. So for about the first hour of my day, I do not check my phone, I don't check my messages, Instagram, anything like that until a little bit later in the morning. Once I have finished my journaling, I've finished my reading, and I've finished some work for the morning, it is now time to go ahead and head downstairs to do cardio. Obviously, the amount of cardio is going to depend on where I am at in the year. Currently, I am doing 45 minutes of cardio in the morning. I'm just doing that right now on an inclined treadmill. So I will go ahead and go downstairs. I'm lucky enough to have a treadmill in my basement, so I don't have to drive anywhere. So I'll go ahead, head downstairs, do my 45 minutes of cardio. Once I have finished my 45 minutes of cardio, I will usually do some stretching in the morning. I really like to do my stretching after my cardio in the morning. One, it's when I just have the most time to do it. And two, it's also the best time to do it for me because we don't want to do any static stretching actually before our weight training, because that can put us in a vulnerable position for injuries. So if you are going to do stretching in your daily routine, I would suggest either doing it in the morning away from your training, like after cardio or something, or doing it after your weight training if you are going to do static stretching. After I have finished my cardio and my stretching, I will head upstairs and weigh myself for the morning. I do personally weigh myself every day because I do like to see the trends when it comes to my weight. So I'll go ahead, hop on the scale, log my weight for the morning, after which I will go ahead and jump in the shower and get cleaned up for the morning. After I have weighed myself and showered, I will go ahead and take my progress photos for the morning. I go ahead and take progress photos once per week. So this was Saturday, so this was when I do take my progress photos. So you will go ahead and see those here. Once that is all done, I will go ahead and get dressed, and then I will head downstairs to make my breakfast for the morning. At this point, I have been up for about 4.5 hours, and I have still not eaten anything. I find that this works best for me because of a couple reasons. Number one, I don't want my meals to be too early in the day because then I'm going to have to space them out farther throughout the day, and I'm just going to be more hungry throughout my meals. I'd rather only have 2 to 3 hours between meals as opposed to 4 to 5 hours between meals. So if I ate as soon as I woke up, that's going to extend the time that there is between my meals. So that's the first reason. Second reason is I find that I just function better on an empty stomach in the morning. I find that I have a lot more focus, I have a lot more mental clarity, so it allows me to get a lot more of my work done in the morning when I am on an empty stomach. So like I said, after I get dressed, I will go ahead, head downstairs and start to make my breakfast. While my breakfast is cooking, I will go ahead and have my greens powder for the day. This is a really great way to make sure that you are getting in all the essential vitamins, minerals, and micronutrients that you need. Obviously, you still should be having some actual greens throughout your day, some actual vegetables throughout your day, but this is kind of a good insurance policy in a way to make sure that you are still getting in all of those vitamins, minerals, and micronutrients throughout your day. Then I will go ahead and eat my breakfast, and then once that is done, generally I'll just go ahead and do a little bit more work for about an hour before I head to the gym. So as you can see, it is a relatively long morning routine. It is about, kind of 4.5 hours. So that's basically the first half of my day. It's not necessarily just my morning routine, but it's kind of how I structure the first half of my day. But what I have found has been, since I have structured my first half of my day like this, I am way more productive than I have ever been. I get a ton of work done in the morning. I set myself up for the day. I get my cardio done and out of the way for the day. I shower. I do my check-in photos, all of these different things I get done in the morning. It really sets me up to have a successful day, to make sure that I'm not kind of running around like a chicken with my head cut off for the remainder of the day. So obviously this is going to be what works for me personally. Everybody is going to be a little bit different. You might be able to incorporate some of the aspects of my morning routine into your own morning routine. Some you might not be able to. Obviously you might not have as much time in the morning as I personally do because I do work from home. But I definitely think that a couple key things that should be in everyone's morning routine should be 3 different things. One is going to be moving your your body. For me, like I said, this is going to be cardio. For you, this could be getting outside, going for a walk. It could be doing some stretching in the morning. It could be doing some yoga in the morning. It could even be doing some jumping jacks in the morning. But I definitely think that we should be moving our body every single morning. The second thing is I think that we should get ourselves in a good mindset for the day. So for me, like I said, that is going to be journaling. I really enjoy my journaling in the morning, and I definitely think that is a good way to get into a good mindset for the day. And thirdly, I think that we should be learning something every single morning, whether that comes from an informational YouTube video, whether that comes from a podcast, or in my case, that comes from me reading a book. I definitely think it is a great idea to expand our knowledge in the morning, stimulate our brain a little bit, and get us set up for the day. But that is going to be it for my morning routine. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you guys took away some value from the video as well about some things that you could incorporate into your morning routine to set yourself up for success and productivity for the day. Of course, if there's any questions that you guys have about anything, please drop them in the comments below, and I'm always more than happy to answer any questions that you guys may have. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like on the video. I would greatly appreciate it. As well, if you are new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you catch all of the content just like this. But other than that, thank you so much for watching the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.